What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Today we're going to take a look at Bitcoin and we're going to prognosticate, okay, when we could see that first big dip. And when I mean big dip, 20 or 30%. I don't know if we see 40 this cycle, 40% drops like we have in the past. We'll take a look at my theories there, okay, while we're looking at the chart. And then I'm going to take you through the tokens that make up my portfolio. There's over 30 of them. I think there's like 31, I think. And you might say that's a lot, but my portfolio is up 350% as of this morning. I think probably even more. I haven't taken the exact measurement this morning, but it's making new all-time highs pretty much every day or damn near. It was up 19% this morning, so we're going to take a look at some of those tokens. See, maybe that'll help you out. But I talk about them all the time. All the moves that I make, I really do share with this community. Anyway, so we're going to do that. And so without further ado, let's do this. Bitcoin. There's not really much to say, guys. Everything is looking really bullish. Every day we're making new all-time highs, just like my portfolio. And what could happen? All right, well, let's it's kind of fun to prognosticate. Now, I thought that this year we were going to hit between 80, which is like right here, basically, and 100 right here, basically, somewhere around here. It looks like we could probably do that. We could do that by like how? I mean, if we continue like this and this pace, we could do that by the halving, relatively easy. And that's like how many days away? It's if it's October, I mean, if it's the 18th, and this is a moving target, so roughly 35 days away, 36 days away. Okay, roughly. It could be give or take a few days on either side. All right, so more or less there. And we could do that in the next month for sure, get into the 80s. I mean, we're right there at 72, and really my bias is towards the upside based on what I see. Let me just share this. Okay, really quickly. 312. Today is the 13th as of making this recording. 15,092 net. Without the GBT sales, it would be 16,197. So there you have it. Okay, so these ETFs really have changed the game. It has accelerated things. It has caused money to come in here, and there will be more money to come. So I really do not see right now Bitcoin finding its levels. Obviously, there are going to be times like this, right, where we're just kind of slowly grinding up. But I think the grind up is that, and maybe we'll have like a little bit of drops, maybe little 5, 6, 7% drops from here. And where I think maybe once we are up in the 100-something level, and maybe we're up here 160, by May, June, okay, and at that point maybe it's that when we have a correction. Maybe we have a correction, kind of cool us off a little bit, get maybe drop 20-30% and bring us in for the next final blow off top leg up, somewhere and maybe or later 2024 or early 2025. All right, that's one possible scenario, guys. That's what I'm thinking of right now. I mean, it's just a pure guess, just based on how all the data. Okay, I mean, I could be completely wrong, but something along those lines, I think, will probably happen. We are going to see a correction. It'll probably be around 20-30%. We don't know exactly when, but it could be around June, because the Federal Reserve is believed by the market to be making their first cut that month. And if it doesn't happen, that could be the catalyst for the market to be like, oh wow, we thought during this whole time that was going to be the case. Looks like it's going to be higher for longer, and we drop a little bit. Like I said, it'd have to be that and maybe a couple other things for us to see a 30% drop. I don't know that we would drop much lower than that. 40 maybe, because it has happened in the past, but I mean, 40 from like 100 and something, 150. What would that be? Let's just say about 150 in June. All right, June 20th, right around here. What would a 40% drop be? 40% drop would bring us back down to $91,000. Okay, so keep that in mind when you're like, should I buy right now at $72,000? Well, this thing is oscillating, it hasn't pumped yet. I mean, it's slowly grinding up. Okay, so I mean, if it's slowly grinding up, then today might be the best day. right? But hey, always use strategy of dollar cost averaging. All right, so that's my take on Bitcoin. Things are looking really good. And now let's take a look at my portfolio. My portfolio is up. I'm going to cover all this stuff. I mean, today in 24 hours, it's up 21.76%. Okay, we're going to take a look at my allocation. Rio, and these two, Rio and Trias, are interchangeable. I put more capital into Trias by a little bit, and they are just kind of both. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, I put pretty much the same amount of capital, Rio and Trias. Pretty much the same. Rio slightly more, I think, but a short-term bag that I put together recently into Rio might have tipped the scales in Rio's favor of it. In terms of capital allocation. Anyways, this ratio doesn't really have too much to do with capital allocation because a lot of these tokens have pumped. All right, so relative to the amount of capital I've invested, I mean, obviously I'm up 350 something percent, guys. So I mean, some of these have popped, have done a 5x, 6x. How about my portfolio is still up, and one that I got out of at like a 3x did a 21x. I mentioned it, lithium, but I digress. Let's go back. So let's take a look. Rio, 16.40%. Right now, Trias is at 14.41. But that's because Trias hasn't pumped recently. Rio's has moving up a little bit. Relio network. Trias eventually will catch up, and I think Trias will blow Rio out the water. Although it's a great race, I'm happy that this is happening because both of them are making me a great amount of money. I'm very profitable on both of those plays. Synverse. Although I have to say I have not had a 21x yet because I gave that one away. Out of all these, none of them have 21x. Eventually, I think quite a few will. Synverse is basically my third one, and that's because I put probably the most capital into Synverse. Okay, so it's up there, and I'm not, where I put the majority of that capital was recently because I had made a killing buying it like basically at the bottom, and I re-upped right when it started to consolidate. But now it's back at those levels, so I'm pretty much at break even with that short-term trade, and I feel that how much time has elapsed? Oh wow. Okay, and I feel that now it's gonna start making me extremely profitable because I'm really bullish. And Synverse takes up 9.14% of my portfolio. Creo 5.8%. I'm just gonna go through the rest of them because I'm kind of strapped for time here. Creo, Nakamoto Games. Creo's up 5.83%. Nakamoto Games is not up. It makes up 5.83%, Nakamoto Games 5.73%, Landshare 5.44%, Tectum 5.43%, ORAI 4.89%, VRA 4.31%, Credify 3.90%, Stobox 3.54%, GHX 3.23%, Soonverse 2.10%, UBXS 2.10%, Tank 2.05%, Watts Pay 1.85%. Clintex CTI 1.4%, Prop Base 1.07%, Compete 1.05%, Uno 1.04%, Fabwell 62%, BST, which is Block Square Token 0.06%, Citus 0.059%, 8Pay 0.037%, Leo X 0.033%, Redodo RDT, Leo X is Galileo Protocol, RDT 0.031, Galactic Quadrant 0.025, Senate 0.018, XPNet 0.018, AVTM 0.015, USA 0.015, which is Dead Prez, which is a casino play, Marsh 0.014, Shrap 0.013, Loop 0.011, Bets, which is Bet Swirl, which is another casino play, 0.010, Boson Protocol 0.010, Wico 0.04, Bax 0.03, Labs is not there anymore, AVAX, well, apparently I got $100 of Labs, I don't know where. AVAX 0.03, DSLA 0.03, Dog AI 0.03. All right, and that's pretty much it, guys. Dog AI is a meme token. I'm down on that position, but I mean it's such a small part of my portfolio. But it's not capital allocation. Even these 0.01s, there's well 0.03 from 0.03 up. You know, I think it's a decent small bag, yes, but it's not a tiny bag, especially for low caps. All right, so that's how I've broken up, and I'm up at 350%, let's say, somewhere around there. All right, let's take a look at the charts of some of these tokens. Okay, we're gonna go through them relatively quickly. Synverse, all right here is where I bought, where current price is at 574%. All right, on that position. And this position, I am at break even, but once this thing pumps, where can it go? I'm thinking 624 million market cap. Easily, I think I could actually do $1 billion. All right, but that 624 million market cap is only a 56x away. All right, a 56x away, guys. And that's $1. Some people think you can get to $2, and I don't see why not. Remember, last cycle, which was a smaller cycle than the one that I think we're gonna have. Last cycle, the big gaming plays did around 10, 12, 13 billion, guys. All right. All right, so let that sink in, and that would put Synverse at like, I don't know, 10, 12 bucks or something. All right, let that sink in, and it's a good project. At least the projects that I have. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong because I don't know. I got unlucky because I'm wrong for the right reasons. Okay, there it is. I'm wrong for the right reasons because these projects are good. All right, Trias. This is the one where my average buy is here, right? Trias where I have my big bag. That's up 437% for me. All right. I have a much smaller bag right here at this that I actually bought today. Trias is one of my buys today. Trias and STBU were my buys today. Okay, so from here, where I think we can get to, look at the difference accumulating during a bear market makes. So check this out, guys. Okay, from basically current levels, where I think you can get to a $10 billion market cap, that would be a 64x, bringing it to about $1,000 per Trias token, which I think is, for this project, honestly very doable, and I might be. I might be underestimating. All right, so at this price where my big bag is, to get to that same price, to that same place where it was a 64x, to me on that holding would be a 346x, my people. 346x, the power of having the balls to buy, you know, when things are looking like this. All right, there's no other way to say it. That's basically what it is. You gotta have cojones. All right, so Rio, the other one, so you can see this visually. All right, my average, my main hodl bag is 13 cents. Let's see where we are right now. And so the trend really for me, right, and how I invested is, I invested in a bunch of projects, and basically at the lows or damn near close, right? And now they're paying their fruit. And then when things were up here, after gauging their performance, I decided to put more capital, what I could, the rest of the capital that I had, into projects that I thought gave me the best chance of those returns. Okay, and that's why you see the short-term hodl bags at higher levels, because I invested in the ones that I was like, okay, these performed. Okay, so that's kind of my thinking. All right. All right, so 13 cents, and then most recently in this pump up, 71 cents. That's my average buys for each of these. Okay, let's just take a look at how much I'm up on current price, which I think is right here. Yeah, almost a 7x, 698%. All right, I think let's go with this one, the 80, because I think Relio could be the top dog. That would easily give it a $4.3 billion market cap, just based on the fact that real world assets are gonna explode. Are gonna explode as far as I see it. They're gonna be a huge narrative. All right, so from here to $80 for me, right on that big bag, that would be a 578x. All right, and from the short-term huddle bag, and then we'll do current prices. That would still be 100x from 71 cents, where I just recently started, basically relatively recently started buying, right? Just up here, right here. Okay, so I wrote this up, and now, and the good stuff hasn't even come yet. So now from current price, right around here. 73x, not too shabby. 73x from current price if it gets to $80, which I think it definitely could. All right, so those are my big ones. Land share, I have a good, but land share, this fee doesn't come in correctly. Tectum, you know, I'm up a lot on Tectum, short money because I basically hit the bottom. Right here, and I'm in staking, so I'm getting a decent amount, and it's probably gonna drop my average buy a little lower too, because I'm getting free Tectum for now. But that's a pain. Ethereum fees, guys, forget about it. 681% from here. All right, how high could this one go? Did I put it? I don't know. Oh yeah, okay, cool. This is assuming $18.3 billion market cap. Maybe I'm slightly too high, but I don't know. I don't know. This is what I think. So from current levels, what would that be? That would be a 67x, 68x. All right, it looks kind of big like that, but just remember, this bull run is going to be possibly massive. All right, possibly massive. So it's definitely within the realm of possibilities from current levels. A 68x for a thing like Tectum, STBU. I don't think I put something up in here, but oh yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Can it do a $2.1 billion market cap? Yes. I definitely think so. This might even be conservative for this. Another real world asset play. All right. Maybe the previous one might have been a little bit too liberal, but I don't know. Tectum seems like it could do something like that, or damn near close, or maybe maybe even half that. At least half that. I'm sorry. At least half that. Okay. So from current levels, 132% to get to $1 billion. I think it could get to $2 billion. Let's see what that is. From current levels. Oh man, that's a 274% from current levels. All right. From where I bought my first bag. Let's see, $2 billion. Wow, that would be almost 1,000x. 990x to $2 billion. And this one, 478. No, from the most recent buy, and actually bought Stobox today. So that's my average buy from where we are currently, basically. Just slightly below, because I am in profit from those buys, but I did make one final buy. Yes, that would be 352x for me. All right. And that's just, once this happens, just seeing good entry points, being like, look, this is in a good entry area based on what I know. And really it was, because it seems like from here, this was where it has based out. And now from here, it seems like where we might be coming back up. All right. So Stobox is another one where I put money up here because it has performed well, guys. It has performed really well. Creo is another one that I put money. I didn't put more money in Veracity. Okay, I'm happy with what I got, and I think Veracity is also going to do well. I think Veracity is going to get to $1. All right, I do. Creo is another one where I put money up here because Creo has performed very well as well. Current levels, where is it? I think we're going to end it there, okay? But there are a couple more. 113. No, 11x. I'm sorry, 11x. That's on 11x for me. So I mean that's good. I think by that percentage, by that big gauge, I think Creo has done the biggest X's for me. but I just put less money. But it's still, it's as we just saw, Creo makes up 5.8. It's the fourth highest one. All right, so I mean, getting those X's in, even if you put in less money, it could be a significant part of your portfolio. Okay, I mean, my top 5: Rio, Trias, Sin, Creo, and Naka. Okay, Creo, Naka, I put in more money in land, for example. Okay, I put in more money in a few other ones, but Creo and Naka have performed. Although I think I actually did buy Naka too up here. Yes, I did. See, okay, 42 cents and $1.99. Naka's another one. Naka could be the top one, where it can get to a $10.5 billion market cap, guys. From current levels, what is that? That's still a 54x. Definitely for sure. For me, at this buy, and I got in late at 42 cents. That would still be a 370 and 300x, 362x, guys. All right. From the most recent buy, smaller bag, much smaller bag. Actually, no, comparative, it's like only 50% smaller than what I actually put in, but a big difference. Things get magnified if you buy right. 77x. All right, there it is. Okay, so cool. So there we are. Creo engine is the other one. I already mentioned that. WTK, I didn't do that too. Tank. This is an example of one just sitting there waiting, and hoping that you did the right thing. This is where I bought, and this is what it's done in the last few days. Crypto Tank, microcap, $500,000 market cap. I learned from my Delicium mistake, right? To hold. I sold a little bit here. And I'm just holding. I'm holding the rest. I'm just waiting to see what happens. Maybe I'm wrong this time as well, but we'll see. All right, guys, I think that's it. This video has gone actually longer than I thought. I thought it was going to be a little bit quicker, but I guess I had a lot to share. Anyways, if you can, please like, please subscribe. And I really hope you guys get it right. This last part might be the hardest thing. Yes, it takes a little. Right now you see gains and everything, but in the uncertainty, in the times of the bear market, you have to really have some conviction. You have to really have balls to sit there and buy. Right now, it's a different mindset. From this time forward, it's pretty much just sitting on your hands. If you're already positioned, not trying to do too many. Don't get cute, right? Not trying to do too many lateral moves. Oh, this one's not moving. Wait, be patient, believe in what you've done. Okay. And then yeah, maybe some things aren't based on the data. You're like, yeah, this was a bad decision, based on a few factors, right? More than one. Then yeah, okay, maybe take a loss, put that money somewhere else. Okay, but tweaks, very small tweaks. And at some point, probably at the halving, you just don't do anything and just wait. But we'll get there. So that's the best advice that I could give, guys. Give big ups to the people that are up, because it takes a while. It takes hard work to do this. It takes a lot of hard work to be up 350%. Okay, because all that was done already for over the past 2 years, and now we can see 19% days on your overall portfolio, which affects it big time. You can see the 6 X's, the close to 7 X's, the missed 21 X's. All right, you can see all that. Okay, cool. Now, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment if you can. Greatly appreciate it. Trying to grow this channel, and that helps the algorithms. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.